Welcome everybody to the A Little Less Fear podcast. I'm your host for the show, Dr. Lino Martinez. Oh yeah. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the A Little Less Fear podcast. I'm your host of the show, Dr. Lino Martinez. Today's topic is basically I'm here to talk about what you can do, and as far as like if you overly think things, if you're constantly in your mind and wishing things were different. I think that's a lot of people. We're always thinking things because there's always things being thrown at us, and whether it's from our phone, whether it's on TV, whether it's looking out in public, like whatever. There's always things that's being thrown at us, and we have to catch it. We have to catch it fast. Sometimes we think fast, sometimes we think slow, but whatever is being thrown at us, we're impacted by it. And I came with this thought because basically last night I slept with braces on my feet for the first time. Not because it's fashionable, because they look like snow boots in the bed, but because I carry this genetic disease that has no cure. The genetic disease I have is called Muckle-Wells syndrome, and in the United States, statistically, it's 1 in a million. Although now on medication to slow the progression of the disease, in some cases, the meds have improved me, but there still seems to be some kind of underlying aggressive part of the disease that persists. And these painful braces that I have to sleep with at night are a reminder of a lot of things. But before I get myself down and out about it, I first need to think about the bright side. And that's it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. I don't want to imagine how worse it could be because it could be, which is why it's really important to stay in the present moment at all times. Staying in the present moment, having that fleeting thought is enough for me to align myself back into the present moment. I need to remind myself that all painful journeys are a story to tell, to benefit others, to benefit you, to tell people, anybody, to keep going, because somebody else needs to hear it and somebody else needs to feel it. The pain of the disease has also reminded me that this pain is happening to this impermanent body. The body that I have, the bodies that we all have, is not a permanent body. We are not fixed. We're not born with an expiration date. We have no idea what's going on with this impermanent body. And because of that, it's imperfect. Having an imperfect body, in a way, is a good thing. I mean, if you want to think of it in a good, positive light, because you can take a lot of steam off your back, take a lot of stress off your shoulders. Nobody's body is perfect. I also know that with the pain I experience, I'm cleansing negative karma from past lives, and I can only imagine, only hope and pray that my next life will be less painful. Because the less pain I have, the more I can focus on doing my life's mission, which is helping you guys, which is helping people, which is helping the world, which is helping LGBTQ people, deaf people, people with disabilities, the elderly, people with cancer. I feel like I want to reach out to a large audience, and this is also specifically why I don't identify with a specific subgroup. For example, what leads me to talk about this is that I've had people ask me, would you want to be the voice for transgender people, or would you want to be the voice for this type of category or that type of category? No, I don't want to be a voice for these specific peoples because I'm not that specific. For me, I'm non-specific. I'm just a human being, and in this human being body, I've got a spirit, and inside this spirit, whether you want to think of it as the spirit in the body, or the body is the spirit, or the body in the spirit, but whichever, I feel that this conduit that I have, this body, I'm maneuvering through in this life in order to light other people up, to help other people succeed, to give them the push. I feel that that's my true calling, and that's why I have this podcast, and that's why my book is coming out, because I want to help so many people. And it's a drive that I have, it's a passion that I have, and I think about it every single day as if it's just part of me, like a breathing. with that said, I do represent the hard of hearing community. Why? Because I wear a hearing aid. Why? Because I know American Sign Language, and I'm still learning because there's so much to learn with ASL, and beautiful, beautiful language too, by the way. I feel that with my voice, after not talking for 2 years and now having the ability to talk, it's really up to me, my voice, to help people with no voices. And even if they do have a voice and don't know how to voice the voice, I'm here to do that for you. I'm blessed with so much good karma as well, and because of that I need to give it back, because the more you give, the more you get back, and the more you get back, the more you give. That's really the balance in life, because the truth is there's never going to be an exact balance in life, because we're always trying to balance it. So while we're always trying to balance something, it's never going to be exactly balanced. So the best we could do is do our best and be the best that we can be. So I don't just represent hard of hearing people. I don't just represent transgender people. I don't just represent being 5 feet tall. I don't just represent having disabilities. I represent humanity as people that suffer, and all the people that have suffered, because we suffer in all categories, no matter who you are or where you identify. So with that said, I guess maybe you can say I'm a spiritual gangster. Oh yeah, I'm here to light up the world, and to let people know, whether you're however you identify, that there's really the best way to identify is with the light that you have deep down inside. Because the more you put yourself in the category, whether you say, well, I'm elderly, or whether you say that I'm short, or I'm in the category of shy, whatever category you want to put yourself in, that's a self-stress category. If you could just for 1 second experience what it's like to be awakened or be alert, when you have time alone in your room, get yourself to a spot in your head where you can disidentify from the body that you have. Tell yourself, okay, all those titles, mother, father, brother, sister, um, short, fat, skinny, gay, bi, straight, cisgender, whatever, all those identities, get them out and put them in the corner of your room and just set them there. And when you're done doing that, I'm like, okay, fine, I've set out all my identities. Set out, put your name there as well, put your pronouns, whatever. What are you left with at the end when you're done putting all those identities? What you're left with, closing your eyes and simply just being there, is your being. Your being, being. That's the light I'm talking about. And when you're able to be in that awareness, that true pure awareness, nothing hurts at that moment, because nothing else is true at that moment but your own personal glory. Again, I feel that I'm not the face of identity, because there's so many different representations that I would need to do in my life, and I don't have that time, that luxury to represent every single identity that identifies me. So the best I can do is represent humanity. And with that, I hope to inspire groups and to transpire everybody's love into something magnificent. And by doing that, I really want to unite people together, whether you're deaf, whether you're hard of hearing, or have a disability, or don't have any legs, or whoever you are, whether you're 7'4" or whatever. We all are an equal bright light, and we all crave connection. And that's the most beautiful thing about humanity. We crave the connection. So give yourself the connection, and don't be afraid to love yourself. Remember, at the end of the day, when you're by yourself, remember that light that you are when you put all your identities aside, and know that you're in a safe place. That's the spirit that never dies. And there's a very, very warm feeling in knowing that we never die. Only this body, this impermanent body that we inhabit, is what is slowly deteriorating from the time that we're born. This is temporary. Your light is eternal. Thank you so much. Hoping to post soon. Coming up next, I've got some good, awesome people that I've been interviewing that are also lighting up the world. And I'm really, really honored and blessed to have had the opportunity to speak to these people. Much love to you all. Many blessings to all. Little Less Fear Podcast. Peace out.